Peace and conflict studies is a very broad field. First of all, it's a multidisciplinary field, so we find academics from a range of disciplines, from political science, international relations, history, anthropology, geography, but also the physical sciences as well, biology, chemistry, you name it. If there's an academic discipline, people will be studying some aspect of peace and conflict studies related to that discipline. So the common focus really is on the thematic of peace and conflict studies.
The main philosophy we have, which comes right out of peace studies, is an ethos of empowerment. We are here to empower our students. They empower us in some ways. We sit on the same level with them. We are not on the stage talking down to them. We often sit in circles, work in groups. We learn from them, they learn from us, they learn from each other.
Our school has its origin in honoring the legacy of May 4th, 1970. And honoring the legacy means that the study on peace and conflict has a clear value commitment to overcoming all forms of violence, cultural, structural, direct and physical. And at the same time, the 21st century application of that legacy of May 4th means to aspire to create sustainable human and nature relationship, and that will be responsible for future generations to come.
Here at the School of Peace and Conflict Studies, we run several study abroad programs. We just returned from Colombia over winter break, and in July we'll head to Kigali for the Kigali Summer Institute. It's something entirely different when you go to a new place and you are situated there and seeing things firsthand. Having an in-person experience, building relationships, hearing stories is really a powerful experience to engage in a deeper level of learning and really seeing how this work is being done on the ground.
I've experienced so much within the School of Peace and Conflict, both in the courses I've taken, in the opportunities that I've had outside of the classroom, coming here and talking about root causes of conflict, and not only understanding conflict, but understanding how to build peace and how peace is built in community, has offered a really unique perspective compared to other contexts in which I was a student. This definitely has added a lot to my understanding of just kind of how the world works.
Learning peace and conflict, we learn and then we try to find a solution, put everything together to understand. For people who want peace and love peace, I think this is the best major they need to learn for the future for the world.
As a student in Peace and Conflict Studies, I think I have been both valued as who I am as a person and valued in my research. Like, I have been well supported in my ability to come in here and say, I want to do this research, how do I make it happen? And then have a good cohort of professors that have really helped me make this happen. If I had to sum it up, like, this program has been a supported community for me in my time here, which has been really helpful.
I would recommend being part of the school just because I feel like what I've learned is very holistic and very applicable to a lot of different things. If you are someone who cares about community, you care about social justice, like, just having a conversation with someone who's in the school or with one of the faculty members, like, you gain so much from that, and I definitely recommend it.
Part of what I love about our field is that it's so flexible. And if you're interested in something, even if it feels like that doesn't have much to do with peace and conflict studies, it probably does. At the end of the day, people want to hire folks who are conflict competent. And when you major in peace and conflict studies, you're walking away with a real skill set in terms of how to lessen the destructive tendencies that conflict can have, both in a personal as well as professional way. And so lots of folks head in the direction of helping fields, lots of folks have gone into politics. I would almost challenge someone to think of ways that you couldn't use the degree, because when you study peace and conflict studies, there is no limit to the direction that you go. The limit does not exist. And what I always mention is that this is the major for people who want to change the world.